Good morning. I wanted to share what I consider to be the most amazing miracle I've ever experienced in my life. So, let me take you back to the year 2008. It was about a year after I got baptized. I was getting ready to go on a mission, and my family, they were not very happy about me getting baptized. They were just very concerned for me and had some concerns, but they came to my baptism, and I think they started to see that it was a really positive change in my life that wasn't going to be going away. And when I told them that I wanted to serve a mission, that was also very hard for them. They hadn't been preparing for that their whole lives. But they accepted it, and they were excited for me when they saw that I got my mission call to go to Mexico City, because they knew I'd be able to learn Spanish better, and I'm sure they knew the people down there were going to be really, really great. And so what happened was they went with me to the Long Beach airport to drop me off, and I was going to go to the missionary training center in Utah. And it was probably one of the most vulnerable moments in my family's life ever. I mean, I was going to be gone for 2 years. I think the most we'd been apart before that was just like 2 weeks. And so I remember they were dropping me off, and I had mixed emotions. I was definitely nervous, and I was emotional. I was going to miss them, but I was also very excited to go on my mission. And for them, I think it was just more of unknown, and they were all, crying. We were all crying and emotional. And I just have one sibling, my younger brother Josh, three years younger than me, and they were all dropping me off at the airport, and we were about to say goodbye to each other. So it was a very, very vulnerable moment, very tender moment. And just at that moment, an incredible miracle happened. So to give you a little context, my dad and I have a very special relationship, as I do with my mom and my brother. And my dad and I, one of the ways that we connect the most is through music. And music was my favorite hobby growing up. Just my favorite thing to do was to listen to music and sing. And my dad and I shared that passion. And out of all of the bands and artists out there, his favorite band is the Moody Blues. They're not very well known. I think they're definitely underrated. They were like in the late 60s and early 70s when they really got big, and kind of like rock and roll music, but they call it kind of like cosmic rock because they added synthesizers and things like that. But anyway, so when we were in the airport, all of a sudden, before we were about to say goodbye, we noticed overhead that there was music playing. Now, I don't really know how often I noticed that there's music playing in an airport. I don't think very often, but we just happened to notice that there was music playing. And we recognized what the song was. And, there are literally hundreds of thousands of different bands or artists that they could be playing in the airport, right? Well, guess which artist was being played at that very moment, the most vulnerable life in my family's history, right? The Moody Blues. And by the way, if I didn't mention, that was also my favorite band growing up, probably because I take after my dad, even though I do like their music a lot. So it was a Moody Blues song out of all the bands it could have been, right? And not only that, if that's not enough of a coincidence or miracle, the Moody Blues have 100, 150 different songs. But there is one song that they have that has a very significant title that would have applied to our situation. And that was the song that was playing out of all the songs that could have been playing. And it was a song they have, and it goes by the name of I Know You're Out There Somewhere. And we were just in awe when we realized what it was. It was like God was giving us this message of peace and comfort. And, he was just reassuring us that he is out there somewhere, and he is watching over us, and that everything's going to be okay. And I know it really hushed my family's fears, and it really brought them peace to know that just when you add up all the different statistics and there's just no way. There's just no way that this could have happened. It's just too much of a coincidence. What are the odds? And we still talk about it to this day, even though that was 12 years ago. We still talk about it to this day. What a tender mercy that was. What a miracle that was. And it really helps us to know that there is a God, and God loves us. And in his own ways and times, he really does reach out to us according to our language and our understanding. He reaches out to us in ways that we know he knows that we're going to recognize. So I want to bear testimony of that. I'm so thankful of that. And I know that you can also have that in your lives as well, and probably have before. And I know that when we recognize those things and show our gratitude for them, God's going to open us up to even more of them. Love you all. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.